Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Running a little bit late. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Ooh, child. This is going to be like a Friday on a Sunday. Happy Sunday to everybody and happy day for everybody as well. Hopefully you guys are making a Sunday dinner. I'm saying happy day for you because you guys are going to be eating like Sunday dinner, solid meal. I'm on a cleanse right now, so y'all need to eat for me. Anyways, getting into the topic at hand, Shamar in the ER, Alvo on a man chase, STD rumors, fake news, and clout chasing is the man that Alvo said was his cousin. Is it really his new man? That and more, honey. It's a lot going on. We already know about that cousin thing, Alvo. What's goody with it? Honey, I was late because I was doing some stuff on the back end and bumped into Alvo having a fight with 𝗪𝗪𝗔𝗧. I'll be bringing that up and more early this morning. I don't know if he got the drinking early on this Sunday. I know he was eating some double cheeseburgers from McDonald's because his money's probably kind of funny. The begging, the begging's probably over for him. Cell phone bill due today. Alvo's in a messed up manic state right now. But I want you guys to put in the comment section if you think this is some crazy work. I'm gonna give you an update also on Shamar. Shamar gave an update on why he was in the hospital. So, like I said, there's a lot. Stay tuned. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Matter of fact, let me go over here and make sure that folks are doing that. Yes, I am asking for a like. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm bringing y'all the content. You know what I'm saying? So y'all just bring me the like or the dislike. They're both are welcome. But into this, first and foremost, Shamar said that the reason why he was at the emergency room was because he was throwing up blood, and he that caused him to throw up blood because he was eating edibles. This is what Shamar said. Do not pum the messenger. Okay, this is what Shamar said. Now I know you can also put this in the comment section of the video if you're not in the live. If you're part of the replay game, holla early, not late. Thank you guys, replay game. Make sure y'all spam up the comments with your thoughts. I did mention it in one of my premiere videos earlier today, but I want to hear from the people that didn't maybe see the premiere video, or maybe they didn't hear that part. But I'm asking a second time. Is it just me, or has anyone heard over the years or a certain amount of time? The whole time of me doing commentary, I've heard that cough. And it's a cough that just seems like he can't get rid of. And it's like a cough where it comes from when he coughs, he's coughing up phlegm from the chest. And I do know people who had pneumonia and thought that they had it when they had got it and it went away, was treated, but they had it for months. So, he said that it was because of edibles. So if the doctor diagnosed him with having pneumonia or some type of chest infection and he's telling us something else, we just have to go with the flow. That's all I can tell you. I don't have people's hospital records, don't want nobody's hospital records. And this is the update that he gave. He said he was eating edibles, and that's what caused him to be vomiting blood. So that's what he's saying. So only thing I can assume is that the doctors told Shamar that's what caused the bleeding. That's what caused him throwing up blood in the toilet, and he said he had to be rushed to emergency. So all I can say is I hope all is well with him. And I hope that, speedy recovery. Obviously, he's recovered because he was in the studio right after the ER. He was in the studio. He also updated about how he had Avery on his track and he took Avery off his track. I want to say something if Avery's in the bushes, because I know all the girls be in the bushes, right? over here on SL Davis' channel. You need to make sure that you tape things down, honey, before you start putting on women dresses, doing little skits, trying to get attention. You trying so hard to be like Tommy the Gossip, and it's a shame. You and LaShawn. It is really a shame. It is, honey. Make sure y'all are subscribed to the channel with the notification bell on, option all, because today, honey, it's going down on this Sunday. It's going to be like a Friday. It's going to be piping hot. The tea is going to be piping hot. And I'm being funny because I hate saying the word tea. I hate it. I think it's just a little too extra. So let me get down here to the comments. Hello, Latisse. A lot of you guys were in here earlier today showing some love. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of stuff to talk about. And Alvo seems to be mad again at SL Davis. Boy, let me tell you something. Stop blocking your blessings, because SL Davis stopped talking about you for a little bit, Alvo. That's when Shamar stopped talking about you, and then all commentators fell suit and stopped talking about you, and your views went down, and so did you. You went down, your money went down, the Airbnbs went down, and so did your clothing allowance, your Airbnb allowance, and everything else. That's why today you were on TikTok and YouTube. I don't know if he was streaming over there, but he probably was, most likely, eating McDonald's double cheeseburgers. I ain't gonna lie, they look good considering I'm on a juice cleanse, though. But it's so sad. It's crazy work. I may have got long-winded and lost my frame of thought, but I'm gonna say it again because I can't remember if I even brought it up a minute ago, but I'm gonna say it again. Who thinks that it is crazy that he didn't even know first that Shamar was in the hospital? Why didn't you know that Shamar was in the hospital? Why didn't you know that he was in the hospital? You were on live being chatty patty, you know, being a fancy panhandler online, begging. Today, his cell phone is due. So you know he's going to show off, show out, and pick fights, stir up stuff just to get views, because he knows as soon as he shakes it up and wakes it up, them black women that think they're going to end up flipping Alvo end up paying him for his services of making mess up here. Hello, Kay. Teresa, it's sad the way some of y'all coming for Shamar prayers and love. And it's so sad how people don't look at this as commentary. And on this channel, the way I came for Shamar was, this is a simple update. I'm a commentary channel. And you know what? I need to stop with my bickering back and forth with people who are really not concerned with Shamar and how people are doing commentary on him. They're really concerned of they're pocket watching. They know a lot of people have already came to the terms that, because it's a very low percentage that people are doing this for full-time living. You know, people usually have a 9-to-5, a regular job. This is not a realistic regular job, and people pocket watch. And the way they get around with pocket watching and hating is to get in the comment section or getting these chats with their opinions that I don't care about, and talk about how poor Shamar or poor Alvo, when they could care less about Alvo or Shamar. Because number one, how did you get over to this kind of content in the first place if you was not interested? YouTube would not even recommend it to you if you wasn't interested in this kind of content. So come on now, let's keep it real. Hey, cutie pie. Yeah, I was running a little bit late. I got in here real late, actually. It says Antonio just called me out on his live. Now I gotta show him how we do it. College Park, it's over for him now. Yeah, I saw you, Antonio. He was showing your photo on his phone. Yeah, he's a trip. He just called me out today too, earlier this morning. I knew he was gonna do it eventually because I just picked up talking about him again. He wasn't relevant for a while, and that's what people are not getting. And this Teresa lady that just was in my chat wasting her time getting arthritis, trying to tell me how she feels, which I don't care. Because if you think that bothering Shamar in a negative manner, and you're not looking at it like, this is how I pay my bills. All right, I have to get up. If I don't get up and work, I don't get paid. Some people might call in sick to their job, or they might have a set amount of days that even if they don't come into work, personal days, you know what I'm saying? Or sick days, they still get paid. If I'm sick, if I have personal days, I don't get paid if I don't come to work. I know that it's foreign to some people, and that's okay. I respect it. That you're like, you actually call this your job. Like, how does anybody say that this is their job, then they're not scared that this job will go away and they can't pay their bills with it? Well, I've been doing this for years. So this is what I've been doing for years. Practice makes, I'm not gonna say perfect, but it makes better. You feel what I'm saying? So, people, I just don't understand how I don't come to your job and tell you how to do your job, but you're telling me about how to do mine. It says, what's goody? Hey, Ryan, how you doing? I like your profile picture. Happy Sunday to you as well. It might be the sickness caught up with him. I don't know. Like I said, I ain't got nobody's health reports. I'm not going to get into any of that stuff. And stuff. I know some people will do it for a click and a view. Some commentators will get up here and chime into all people's health stuff because they know that that'll definitely keep an audience. Not me up here. I don't do all that. Because you never know. A lot of these allegations about, people being sick and all this stuff. I update and I tell you guys what's going on and what's being said in the community. But I think some things should be off limits. Kids, people's family, and also medical situations. Well, I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff that should be off limits. Like people's whereabouts. Shouldn't be giving out people's addresses or nothing, anything that can harm somebody, because then that's when you're taking the content too far. And I think that's what people are getting things mixed up with. Hello, Toy. Yes, he is sick with that sickness. I do respect, Joyce, that you're not putting what you're referring to in the chat. So I'm definitely all for you being here in the community. Maybe your thought process might change being over here, maybe not. Other than that, we can agree to disagree, because I don't know what Shamar might have, to be honest with you, and I'm not going to guess. Hold on one second, guys. And another thing I want to say to you guys too, the state of Georgia has a warrant task force in just about every county, and I found Alvo is definitely on it. And the next step is him being on the no-fly list in Georgia. Oh, yeah, that's right. So all right. So we eventually got to the answer, because I was asking people, put a 1 in the chat, guys. If you remember, I was asking for the longest time. Every state's different, but it could get to a point where some states, they will put it where the airport that you're whatever state you're in, when they run you and your ID and your information through, if you got any kind of warrant, they'll arrest you in the airport. And that's what I had said. I said, I don't know about Georgia, because I never been to Georgia, never lived there, and never visited Georgia or nothing. Guess what? In the state of Rhode Island, I'm not from here, but I live here. If you go to I don't know how it is with hotels, but in the motels, these little small motels that they got up around here that you might stay in, like just to maybe get a little shut eye, maybe coming from another state and you don't want to drive no more. When they run your ID in, they also run to see if you got warrants. So even if you got an out-of-state warrant and it's not in the state of Rhode Island, you're going to jail if you go to one of them motels in Rhode Island. They do that at the motels out here in this state. Just like in Boston, Massachusetts, people can't smoke menthol cigarettes, but you can out here still. There's different laws. Oh, and by the way, Alvo, because I heard you saying something about with her cigarette smoking behind, or whatever you were saying. I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't know where you got that from. You're the one that looks like you smoke 20 cigarettes at one time with them yellow butter teeth. So you need to stop. You shouldn't even be talking about nobody smoking those cigarettes, and it looks like you smoke cigarettes while you're sleeping. You got caked on plaque and tobacco stains and coffee stains all over them teeth. Trying to tell you. And another thing I want to say to you guys too, stop getting so emotional, because sometimes when people flip the script and you've been rocking with this community for a while, and then you just say some outrageous, outlandish stuff in the comment section of my video, and it just don't fit the bill how you used to, like conversate in the comment section or the chat, I'm gonna have to remove you, because see what I've learned over the years, and this is from doing the Nature Boy commentary, Christian Rock commentary. A small percentage of people that watch this kind of content, and let's keep it real now. Put a yes in the comment section of this live chat. Got mental health issues, like serious. Everyone probably has a mental health issue, but there's levels to this. And sometimes I really think that, these people that are leaving, all of these criticisms and trying to stop the hate train and planting seeds. They're people who they alienated themselves from reality. They're probably got mental health issues, probably living with a dude who's eating your kids' snacks up, playing Xbox all day long, don't want to work. You might not be working. He might not be working, but he's living off of you, or you work and he's living off of you. He's whooping on you, cheating on you, doing all kind of stuff. You got Stockholm syndrome, all kind of stuff. DV's going on. You know what I'm saying? All kind of stuff. And guess what? You're normal. So I'm not saying anything bad. But see, this gives cowards an outlet up here on social media that you can get on these platforms, and the way you feel in your life or about your life, you put that on to others. It's a way that you can vent. If you want to do that, that's fine, but you'll be window licking doing it over here, because you guys found this content, this kind of content. You need to look in within self before you criticize any commentators who are reporting on this. You need to figure out yourself while you're looking at it. Don't blame me. Like, if I go away, then you won't look at it. Because if I go away because you tell me to stop doing content on Shamar and Alvo, you're gonna go to another channel to look at this information. You know what I'm saying? So don't think you're gonna rock me to sleep like you're rocking Shamar and Alvo and them to sleep. All them people on the slow bus, not me. Hey, Miss Diamond, how you doing, sweetie? Confidence went down. He needs the brown liquor. Right, exactly. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, that gives people a courage juice, because they're not really back together. They're not back together. That's why he don't know. Thank you, baby girl. Okay. Thank you. She said, I'm gonna put more than a yes or a one in the chat. I'm gonna tell you why, because they're not back together. What I'm trying to say is he didn't know Shamar was in the hospital, because they're not back really together. And let me tell you something. Let me read these comments first before I even ask you all these questions first. Let me see. I love my chat. We all be harmonizing together. I just love it. Hey, Lynn. How you doing? Oh, let me check them likes out. I know I'm running my mouth so much, I ain't even looking at the likes myself. Hold up now. I had to refresh my page. Yeah, let's get them likes up. I know y'all don't like to hit the like button. You like someone to demand you to like it that can't even get at you. They're demanding you from a screen to hit the dislike or like button. And if you don't, they're threatening to get off. Get off live. And you do it just to hear them say a bunch of nothing. Because I've been saying since the test of time, since I've been doing this content, if folks have fallouts, this is common sense. If folks have fallout, they ain't got really too much tea to spill. The very first video I did was when I heard somebody try to be the first one to announce Shamar got locked up. And that was like one of my very first video or second videos on Shamar, and I had to confirm with the audience that Shamar was not looked up, and I think I let them listen to an audio or something where I called the police station or whatever, and I had asked was he in custody, and they don't have no record of no Shamar being locked up. And everybody was very appreciative and subscribed to my channel. I got crazy subscribers that day because they were like, what? Because, you know, I guess people who was waiting for something like that to happen, it was an adrenaline rush. And then, you know, but then when they found out that you got that rush, but it wasn't what you was looking for because he did not get locked up. Nah, you always been supporting Shamar and don't care for Alvo. Yeah, I don't care for Alvo at all. And sometimes I don't care for Shamar either. You know, I got a bone to pick with him now because he picks and chooses what he wants to tell me when I ask him a question. And I get on him about that. You know, I don't tell Shamar what he wants to hear. I tell him what he needs to hear. You know what I'm saying? I'm not fanned out. I ain't trying to fly to no Atlanta so I can do no videos with Shamar. I'm not on. I can listen from a distance. I can do what I've been doing and not knowing Shamar at all in the flesh. Please. I can be who I am from a distance. I'm here doing a lot of housework. Okay, Toby. Thank you for joining the live. Happy Sunday, sweetie. Alvo thinks this is a game, but he's about to find out how serious it really is. He has to cash them checks. He writing now, and I'm the banker. He said, I'm the banker. I know that's right, Antonio. Yeah, he was saying his little stuff about me, but I don't care because he's slow. Alvo, you're slow because you should be so blessed that I'm talking about you. I just started talking about you a couple of days ago, and your views been going up. Okay, I know these views are like the stock market, but it's funny. The algorithm knows behaviors of the viewers. And when they see that the people are not interested in Alvo Gang channel, like people were getting uninterested in his content because Shamar wasn't giving us updates about Alvo. He wasn't Alvo this, Alvo that. Guess who was getting the clout for a hot second? It was Avery, and that's what made Alvo want to get back with Shamar. Put a Y in the chat. Shamar dehydrated, didn't drink enough water, and eat extremely too much candy. Yep, that makes a lot of sense. Toby wanted, and he fries everything. He's a quick cooker. He's always making fried pork chops and fried chicken. I don't never see Shamar eating no vegetables, no side. You need to eat a starch, a vegetable, and a protein. Nope, nothing is off limits, LOL. It says, yeah, it says Shamar don't drink enough water, candy, etc. It says also, I mean, Alvo needs to go ahead and turn himself in and get it over with instead of running and looking back and right. And you know what's so crazy? Somebody has said, I can't remember who it was, and I'm sorry, but I did forget, but they was right is all I'm trying to say. Is they were saying, you know, it's kind of crazy because he's gonna lose everything if he's traveling with all of his belongings. Wherever he leaves that stuff at, when they come and catch up with him, he's not going to be able to say, oh, can I put this stuff up before you arrest me? So he's not looking at the big picture. He's literally going to get arrested. He's going to lose everything he traveled with. Of course, you can start over. Life goes on. However, you know, he's going to get out and he's going to be back at square one. It's going to be almost like the Tommy, the gossip situation where he is not going to have any money. He's going to be homeless, nowhere to turn for a roof over his head. He just got kicked. It's going to be a situation where prior to him going to jail, he just got kicked out of somewhere that was kind of stable, living with his family, I guess his mother's house. But because the cops kept being called there, they kicked him out. Like, nah, you can't be bringing this heat over here to our spot like that. You got to go. You feel what I'm saying? So he can't go back there most likely after he gets out of jail. His mother's probably going to look at it like, we kicked you out, then you end up in jail. They're going to look at it like, nah, we can't have that headaches. He's a headaches, man. You don't get me wrong, man. I'm not going to lie on the dude. I really do think that he has figured out how to dominate when he can the audience, you know what I'm saying? Because he's kind of sort of doing it now. I gotta admit, without the help of Shamar. I think that if he put more effort into his craft, he's messy. Hey, it is what it is. And a lot of people might say, well, he dragged you too. So life goes on. It only can make you mad if it's the truth. That's what you guys got to understand. You guys got to understand, this is definitely entertainment. Yeah, you're listening to a bunch of people where they're character assassinating people and making up stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's false information on people. But if you know that, then the only way you believe it is if you want to believe it, and that's because you're a straight hater. Just like when LaShawn said that stuff that was a just complete lie about me. There was like 2 people that got up on the live chat and said she poisoned me too with her juices. So yeah, mental health is real, man. You get people that really don't like you, and they will literally sit up there and chime in with that mess. Cause they already know where the direction is you're going with it. I'm Gen X. I have no emotions. Yeah, make sure y'all hit the like button. I don't be up here begging for cash apps and super chats. Hit the like button. I make my own. You make, what is it? PFP? What does that mean, Ryan? Okay, yep. So I hear Nature Boy was so huge here in Hawaii. Oh, wait a minute. Is this Heather? You said in Hawaii. Yes, there are some crazy folks out here. I'm trying to tell you. Alienated from reality is the new reality with these young folks. Yeah, that's true. They don't value self or life at all. You know what I'm saying? They're the kind of people that are in the, what is it, the LBTG or whatever it's called, community, where they'll go around. They're the type of people, everybody's gay. You know what I'm saying? They want to make up rumors on people, and and those be the kind of people also that get hurt. Alvo doesn't care about Shamar at all. We already know that. He was caught off guard when somebody said in the comment section, "Do you know Shamar's in the hospital?" I was like, "Wow." I said, "Wow, that's crazy." They're nosy and messy. Yep. It says, "No, you're right. Alvo doesn't care about Shamar. I really thought that they were back together." No, they're not back together. Alvo then said, "I can't stay in Georgia no more because they're gonna call the police on me." And he ran to where he initially wanted to be at in the first place. So I honestly don't think there's no turning back. He's not even in Houston because of a booking. He already had a place set up, plan B in case of an emergency, and that's where he's at. He's supposed to be doing some content creating. I said Shamar's probably got sick from the dog licking him in the face by the mouth, not washing his hands. I don't believe it was inedible. Well, you know how he is, Queen Scorpio. So and he has every right to share, what he's going to share and what he's not. You know what I'm saying? See, that's what we have to sometimes understand, is that even though these people are messy and they share too much of their life, and we all know when you share too much of your life, when you put people in your business, they stay in your business. But at the same time, that don't mean that they owe an explanation about everything, So it definitely wasn't no edible. Black's beauty. That's what he said. And see, right there, it should really tell you for yourself that obviously maybe you guys are right with your allegations or your assumptions, because if it wasn't an edible that caused him to bleed. But hold on one second, guys. Yeah, I'm back, guys. And he, the doctor told him something else. He has every right to, telling us what he wants to tell us. So I know, I don't want to get into, I don't want to get into nobody's health status. I'm not a doctor. This ain't the Dr. Bird show. So I'm not, for those of you that even know about the Dr. Bird show, he's a doctor who talks about health and wellness. And I'm not a wellness. Well, I am a wellness channel. Actually, I just haven't been putting up any wellness content. Y'all need to hit that like button. Hit the like button. So I need for y'all to put into the chat whether or not you believe that Alvo's cousin is his cousin. Put a Y in the chat if you remember when he was talking about there was a guy that wanted to take him around Houston, Texas. He wanted to know, did anyone consider that cheating? And then he ended up at a restaurant, a Tex-Mex place or whatever, eating some chicken fingers and French fries, talking about this was his cousin. So I'm wondering if y'all remember that. It says they probably have something that we don't know nothing about. You. It says wait a minute, how do you pronounce your name? 𝗡𝗘𝗫𝗧. Let's all support Ms. Davis' channel for free. Yes, right. I don't care for both of them, Shamar or Alvo, especially Alvo. He's a clown. Yep. Big clown. Shamar also likes popsicles. Yep. Which has no dietary, nothing that helps the body at all. All he does is eat junk food. Yep. It says he better start baking that chicken. And yes, he needs vegetables, plenty of water. Yep. We never see him cooking like that. I think one time he was making pork chops, fried pork chops, and he was showing a box of Velveeta macaroni and cheese that he was gonna make with it. No vegetables. Also, Alvo is waiting until after his B-day to turn himself in. Oh, that's what he said? When's his birthday? I forgot. I need to stop wait a minute. It says, I need to stop doggy people. Stop lying on people. Grow up. And I'm the one that said he needs to turn yourself up and start running and get it over with. Hobosexual king tings. No comment. I hope Shamar doesn't be accepting his phone calls from jail like Karante. Waiting on him, shaking my head, and sending money to his books. Well, and that could, we just heard somebody in here say that Alvo said that he's going to turn himself in after his birthday. He might be trying to be cool and be in the good graces of Shamar so that can happen. So that when he goes to jail, he's able to have a jail relationship with him. And then when he gets out, he'll be able to put him back on. His father's a Clout. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. We don't know. Time will tell. Yeah, let's get them likes up. Come on, let's get them up. Let's get them up. Happy Sunday to y'all. Happy Sunday. It says, Miss Davis, I think LaShawn had his friend in the live pretending to be a customer that claimed that they bought juice from you. I know. I've been seeing that. I did a couple of videos on it. I don't sell juices. This is what I do for a living. S.L. Davis, they all disappeared after they made the garbage up about you. They couldn't find anything on you to talk about. Yeah, because I'm much older. I got decades on them people. My son is even much older than them. My son is 33 years old. You know, in the era I was living in, we may have what, MySpace maybe? But yeah. If the truth makes you mad, fix it. Positivity is action. Exactly. That's true. LaShawn's over there hating on Shakana. Oh, he's still doing that? Let me go check out LaShawn. I haven't even been thinking about him. Let me see. Let me see if he pops up by his name. What is his channel? Oh, I see it now. Oh, I see it right here. Alvo is the biggest bum. Shakana is messy. Yeah, see, what happened was they was ad-libbing. They was ad-libbing when they had a chance to come up when Shamar was in their presence. And Alvo, you know, he did what he did. He did what he did. He said, I'm gonna get Shamar back. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to get the clout. I'm gonna show them how to get the clout. And then he just said that he was back with him, took him out to eat with his last little bit of money. And now Shamar's not rocking with LaShawn or Messi. The dog looks so miserable. I feel so sorry for him, and no, I do not approve of animal cruelty. I know that's right. It says Aunt Shamar alcoholic. If what? Aunt Shamar alcoholic. If she is an alcoholic, drink like she drank, yeah, to eat her level up in the tier. I don't know what you're saying, Jackie. And you got me reading that. I'm wondering if that's Alvo's new boo. The dude that he's calling his cousin. You gotta read the title. It says, is Alvo's cousin his new man? Is Alvo basically telling us that that's his cousin? Yeah, that's cheating. That's not his cousin. I seen the whole thing. That's not his cousin. He was flirting with that man. And that's funny you said that, because I was saying the same thing. He was flirting with him with his eyes when he was at that table with him. That's his cousin. He just met in Houston. I said, this boy is cornball. Maybe his cousin, man, I don't put nothing past him. Hold on, guys. Hold on for 1 second. Alvo has said numerous men have been his cousin. You know what I'm saying? So Alvo better start saving that money so he can put it on the canteen. That's what I was saying too. I was saying the same thing. He better. Says LaShawn is a broke down hater. He was trying to get his supporters to pay him $20 to set up a fight against Tommy. Wow. $20. This is the same dude that says he got 2 houses and an apartment. He rents one of them out. Yeah, okay. LaShawn better leave that lady alone. She is gonna let him have it. She don't care what she says. You talking about Shakana? Hey, Tamaron. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm trying to tell you. Hey, listen. He'll get enough. If he don't, Shekinah will set him right. His best bet is to go after Shekinah. She's more popping anyways. And so he can find more information on her. She's more out there, you know, as fathers, you know, with social media, being friends with Tiny and all that. And I'm quite sure she gets more views, monthly views than me, honey. Because you definitely ain't going to get no bag off of talking about me. You attempted it. But yeah, he's a weirdo and stuff. He trying to act like he got it going on and stuff. He had a job about 2 weeks ago. Now all of a sudden you don't see him at no job now. He's just on YouTube full time, pocket watching, making up anything, any kind of terrible lies that he can make up on people so that he can get the attention of the audience for views. That ain't gonna fly. I'm gonna tell you, he gonna mess around and block his blessings before he can even get to the money. That's crazy. Trust and believe that's just what's gonna happen. He's gonna block them blessings, baby. Baby. In my Louisiana voice, baby. Yeah, but yep, Alvo was up there again messing with 𝗪𝗔𝗧𝗖𝗛. I think Alvo thinks he's on to something. Oh, you know, if people are not gonna believe that me and Shamar together and my clout ain't gonna go up like it used to go up, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just pick a fight with 𝗪𝗔𝗧𝗖𝗛 because he's popping right now. He got that show, that drama show. LaShawn wants everybody to buy a membership. Poor thing, broke and struggling. Well, if he thinks that he gonna get people to buy memberships, he got nothing coming. Memberships are like getting people to hit the like button, honey. Trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. Shoot. Buy a membership for what? To hear a bunch of lies? And only one that be buying the membership is a miserable person. That's about it. I can't even stand to hear him talk, let alone watch his shit. Me neither. And he's boring. He's just as boring as Alvo. And he gets too distracted on trying to smoke the ooh-wee and block the camera. I remember one time he was sitting up in his bed talking about he was itching because he was popping perks. Shoot, I said that boy's a mess. LaShawn was begging his friend for a cigarette in CashApp, and he was pulling up on someone to tune in and could be capping. Yeah, I heard the friend. I said that boy is a mess. But hey, you'll still get somebody that will buy into that foolishness. I ain't falling for the banana tailpipe, and nobody that's listening to him is falling for it either. They just did. It's the adrenaline of the fact that they know that he's lying on somebody that they don't like, but you don't really know me, but you're just glad that he's lying on me. Guys, I just learned what House of Virginia meant. Whole time I thought they were talking about a house. No, faceless. They were talking about the STD you can't get rid of. Yeah. I kind of sort of started putting 2 and 2 together that he wasn't a young man that had all this stuff going on like he said. You know, especially when I started seeing him just make up storyline. He just or somebody make up a storyline for him and he run with it, LaShawn, and it looked like crazy. Even put himself in the storyline. Oh yeah, her husband gave me $5,000. I said, "Ooh, child." I said the price of clout chasing. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. But you begging for $20 to fight Tommy the Gossip, you know you thirsty. Boy, crazy. Yes, Messi helped him with that story. You already know. And then what did Alvo do to him yesterday? Alvo pulls up a real story on him though the next day, bringing up something that Messi was trying to bury, allegedly, because I don't know if it's true, but I'm hearing that there's a real news article on him stalking Lil Wayne's daughter. I never heard of the story, but I never heard of the character either that they're accusing of these allegations. So, until now, never bothered to pay it no mind, to be quite honest with you. I didn't know that meant either. So after this live goes off, make sure y'all are subscribed to the channel with the notification bell on option all, because I'm about to put up some stuff right after this live, honey. I got 2 pieces of videos. That's something I don't know for people, STDs without proof other than gossip. Well, honey, it ain't no gossip up here with no STDs, because I could care less. I wouldn't even waste my time pulling up people's paperwork, because there's nothing I can get out of knowing whether they have, STDs or not, because I don't care, because I ain't got to lay with them. SL Davis, he's a high roller, and he just don't know. We didn't believe him when he said he got paid $5,000 from a. You know where he got that from, though? It was so funny when he said, I said he shouldn't have said 5,000, because the first thing people are gonna say is the Tommy wannabe is now saying $5,000. Not only because it was 5,000, but that's what a supporter gave Tommy the gossip was $5,000. Remember that? Put a Y in the chat if you remember. And that's when Tommy came up with the car. He popped out with a car. He said, I'm going to get me a car now. I don't blame him. When he got that 5, CashApp him to the CashApp him. They CashApped him that 5,000. Now all of a sudden, LaShawn got 5,000 from my husband. Boy, bye. Boy, bye. Elmo has money problems. He can't even hold 1,000. No, we're talking about LaShawn, though. We're talking about LaShawn with them allegations of that 5,000. Boy, crazy. Boy, crazy. I think the only one that can hold on to money if nobody's stealing it from him is Shamar. Shamar, I heard, is tight. So listen, I'm about to get off, guys. Make sure you are subscribed to my second channel with the notification bell on option all. And I definitely have 2 videos going out today, so be looking out for it. Also, here is the link. I just pinned it for you to go follow my second channel. There might be people on my second channel right now. Let me see. I will be doing this until you guys are, I guess, to the point of we can just go live on either channel without me having to live stream on both channels. God willing. And I appreciate the people that are over on SL Davis Social Media News. Please make sure the 14 people that are in the chat now, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel with the notification bell on option all. Thank you for being over on the second channel. That's where we'll be doing lives at. It will not be on both channels going forward, but we're going to do it like that for now. So thank you guys for that. I love y'all. Stay blessed, and I'm out. Happy Sunday. Be safe. Bye for now. Mwah.